find another 5 to go with Night Stalker, whereas they didn't have a good replacement for Night Stalker last game, if that is what they were planning on picking.
Seems like a nice adjustment.
Yep.
So then, do you think Vici has the potential to turn the Night Stalker into an offlane role like how
No.
Alliance did?
They have
or it's
Abaddon.
just gonna... Yeah, I mean, but it could be like...
5 Abaddon.
Yeah.
Nah.
We've seen the support Abaddon. I don't really think it's been particularly successful.
Hasn't been popular recently.
No.
I think,
Ooh.
wow, new hero.
That's the counter. Turn it into daytime.
All right. So Vici get their combo.
Yep.
This is quickly becoming like the combo of the group stage. You know, TNC was owning with it. Vici won a pretty convincing match in the previous series, it looked like.
There's their, they've got their 2 side lanes. They're going to have this Rubik Abaddon in the off lane, Night Stalker Cuddle safe lane, and they're just going to last pick their mid into a favorable matchup. They do need some damage out of their mid, but, a Lina type hero can work. Death Prophet and Vici Gaming themselves can pick those heroes.
Did any of the core Night Stalkers get a BKB?
I think they all do.
think
You mean
so,
like BKB
yeah.
Rush first item, or
Or at least first 2 items?
Last game, 33 got one.
Yeah.
He went Ags Blink into BKB.
Okay.
Or Ags BKB Blink.
all right? Alliance back to
Yeah.
the Drow. This was an important part of the drafts in the previous series.
Yeah.
Gives them a way to deal with the Ignis.
Is Phoenix good against Night Stalker?
I think it's just the supernova
Okay.
because it's very irritating.
Sure.
You attack so slowly, and
You're still flying, but
you're
it's
still
daytime?
you're still flying. And I think if the bug is
Ah.
still in, you do your running animation in the air because I think the
Okay.
game is programmed to like give you the nighttime or the flying only when it's nighttime, and
And
so
None of these heroes hit egg. Like, they don't have
Yes.
that ranged right clicker. Night Stalker, if it's nighttime, kind of can because he has the
yeah.
attack speed.
And
but
I don't think you can shove like a Juggernaut into this draft
Yeah.
because, well, I mean, I guess you could do Jug mid, but that
Lina's the main one that can maybe hit the
Lina
egg.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sniper.
Lina
they
seems like the
Oh,
ban.
Sniper.
There's a team to pick Sniper. I'd put Vici Gaming as one of them.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Oh, I was saying Lina seems like the ban.
Oh, okay,
here.
yeah.
I'm down for a Sniper. That's a good hero versus Drow, too. Let's go. Pick some Sniper.
Yeah.
They're not that good at diving the sniper either.
No,
No.
and especially when you got a
You
Night Stalker to
swoop
protect.
into a gust. I mean, I don't know how they're
Yeah.
catching him.
This is
and
on
he can
paper.
kill the
They actually-
tombstone from a long ways
It
away.
feels like a lot is invested in like these alliance lanes because their mid-game fighting is very awkward. Like
Yeah.
it's a homing missile initiation.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
It's like very easy to see how Vici fight, right? The bat in or throws a shield on the Night Stalker, he just dives you. Maybe Rubik gets a lift in there, and then like that hero's probably dead.
They need a stun initiator. So that's what Vici's looking at their draft. Thinking their draft looks kind of iffy. They need a stun. Ban Centaur. Alliance themselves could maybe go for like the Shaker, but some kind of initiator. Legion Commander is another option, although it's just that single target duel. It's still at least something.
Anything else 33 likes to play?
He could even be the Phoenix is the thing. Maybe we
Off-lane
see-
Phoenix, you think?
Maybe you put Hanskin on that playmaker that's initiator, but his
I think you
tiny's
could
banned,
do,
so
Drow Visage.
Ooh.
Visage is garbage, that hero.
And if you're saying it, he must be
It's-
really
Yeah.
good.
I think it's unplayable. I think it's like one of the bottom 5 heroes in Dota right now.
Wow.
I don't know. Birds, the birds just do no damage against Abaddon Night Stalker too. These
Yeah,
heroes
that's
will
true.
just have like one of them will get a Crimson Guardian. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
where's your damage? Drow doesn't give the birds damage. It's attack speed now, so it's a lot worse than it used to be.
Oh,
there's your 33 hero.
There you go.
I knew it was gonna be something corny.
Wow.
It does give Vici one
Ah.
pick to at least try and address it, but how will they? Mid Sand King?
Interesting. Is this a side lane brood? Side lane gyro?
You
They-
don't know.
This is like not heroes you normally see around a brood.
God,
like
this is
around
so
gyro.
classic, like old Alliance, you know, just like, just so it looks weird, but maybe it'll work.
This isn't even that great of a brood game because blinding light, like Coddle, you don't even need to wait until Coddle gets high level to be annoying against Broodmother. Blinding light is good enough to keep the Coddle safe. Rubik Fadebolt is good enough to keep the Rubik safe, so you can't bully these supports very easily. And Broodmother's team, like, yeah, this is not a team that you would see matched up with a Broodmother. A Drow Ranger, Undying Gyro Phoenix.
They're not great brood partners. They have no stuns too. It's a very weird looking alliance draft. I can't say I'm seeing how it comes together right now. I'm skeptical.
My thought would just be you're constantly dragging Vici all around the map. Broodmother's doing one thing. Because you have three very strong independent cores.
I mean, whereas this Vici lineup, very obvious how they all work together.
So mid Night Stalker?
Or maybe we're just going to see Paparazzi do a mid Naga.
Against Brood?
Against Brood?
Yeah, actually, that would make sense.
So 33
Options.
Brood, so it's looking like maybe an off-lane Brood.
I think lanes are going to be moving around a lot. I think
A lot of mind games going on.
yeah, like where is 33 going to place his first 2 webs, and then is he going to go into that lane? Is he going to go into a different lane?
Very interesting looking game. I'm curious to see how good Brood is these days, because it feels like a lot of people have gone off this hero.
Yeah, I want to see if he goes for the Aghanim Scepter, and if he does, how early.
This also feels like a real test for Drow, because these are 3 cores you don't feel great playing into as Drow, I feel. Night Stalker gets on top of you. Naba's just kind of tanky, can kind of shrug off a lot of your damage, particularly if he goes like Crimson Guard.
Naga can sleep and everyone converges on you.
Yep. It feels like a tough Drow game. And I think the same applies for Gyro. It's like these are heroes that can kind of get on top of you and just run at you. And you don't have a save, you don't have typical supports, you don't have stuns. Like last game was like, oh, you know, got this Jakiro, you just drop an Ice Path down. It's like a very weird, the kind of alliance draft I just don't feel like we've seen as well.
I also don't know how good Naga is right now also. So there's a question mark on the side of Vici as well. On paper, I think it's a great pick. Either you sleep to initiate a fight to start on the Drow Ranger, or you sleep whenever the Supernova comes out, and everyone immediately just goes for the egg. So I think there's a lot of potential with the Naga Siren. I just don't know how her laning phase fares. I do think that she's one of the better heroes against Broodmother, so if she's following the Brood around, then the laning phase will definitely be good.
Well, looks like 33 is headed mid, very likely, and he will probably be laning against this Naga.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that he's just going to go inside the Radiant jungle and start cutting waves. I don't think he wants to have to lane mono a mono against Naga Siren. Once level 3 is online, she gets the Riptide.
Thankful Squawk, not to be confused with the ungrateful Squawk.
Or the Contented Squawk. Contented Squawk is level 25, I think.
Laughing Squawk.
Laughing Squawk.
Do you speak Phoenix?
I don't. Unless if it's like scree scraw haha I'm a bird.
I think you can just make whatever noise you want and just say, oh yeah, that's the emotion that I was feeling, I swear.
There must be some bird, some real life bird that those sounds are based off of though. Is it like a red-tailed hawk that Phoenix's sounds are originated
Probably
from?
like one bird expert out there who's also a huge Dota fan.
Did you
Okay,
know
please, it's just Slack spending a lot of time in the Valve offices making weird noises until they find one they like.
The real bald eagle squawk is actually not the one that you would think. Like the one that's associated with like American commercials.
It's not
and
as
culture.
American
Yeah,
as
it's
you would
not.
like.
No, it's actually like it sounds kind of like cringe. Like it's all like. It's not majestic and powerful. Unlike this Phoenix. Very majestic.
Very powerful.
Salve forced out already in the bottom lane.
All right, let's get some hype in here, guys. It's Game 2. It's the MDL Chengdu Major. Alliance have an upper bracket berth on the line with their unconventional Broodmother pick. Can they do it? Or will Vici Gaming's solid, stable draft push this to a Game 3? Let's find out right now. Sorry, just getting a little...
Let's find out. Right now.
Soporific. Yeah, in the next 40 seconds. All will become
Only
clear.
that's how Dota works.
Yang is getting a beating here.
Oh, I mean, Alliance are looking good in both side lanes so far. They've forced out a lot of regen, done some bullying of their own. Yang not going to use his salve since he has lost strength from the decay. He can just get some value Tango regen.
Hell yeah.
Man, Brood trying to trade with a Naga with 7 armor.
I know.
Oh.
And a stout shield. It used to be even worse back in the days of
Big
4-man
dive in
shield.
the top lane. Yang going past this tower, committing for Nico Baby, who's going to turn back the other way. Oh, could Yang be in danger? There is no decay, so he'll be fine. But a lot of early pressure. Yeah, it seems like a tough lane for the Brood.
Yeah, that's why eventually she's just going to cut the wave.
It's early levels, too, where it's tough. It's like once you get a Spiderling army up, you can cut the wave, you can just farm jungle as well.
Yeah.
You kind of ignore the Naga. It's basically you're both playing a 1v0 lane.
Which generally, I feel like I see more Radiant Broodmothers than I do Dire Broodmothers. But maybe that's some confirmation bias from me. Because the Dire jungle is just like a lot further.
Yeah, I think the Dire Broods, it's often you're going for those Radiant Ancients and Radiant Camps because they, like you say, they are closer.
Yeah.
But the nature of Brood is you're playing behind the enemy tower potentially, going into their jungle.
Yeah.
So.
Early Illusion Rune picked up by Hanskin.
Dude, that Brood micro, he scouted
Dude, this
that
is
rune with a little
33,
spider.
man.
Yeah.
He uses those each and every spiderling. He doesn't just bunch them all up and be like, everyone go attack this camp.
He uses
He can cook a 5-course breakfast.
Yeah,
with those.
exactly.
It's like, you're gonna be on bacon duty. You know, you handle the eggs. You
Where's
butter
the
the
lamb
toast.
sauce, spiderling?
The lamb sauce. Is there anything you won't eat?
What's wrong with lamb sauce?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Neither have I.
So it can't be very American,
Okay.
which means it can't be good.
If there's one country you look to for fine
American
food
cuisine.
and
Fine cuisine.
Oh.
I mean, Odie Pixel was passing on his American French fries, so I really have to question
Really?
his involvement at this hub.
But they call them chips in Britain, I think.
Chips.
Yeah.
Don't chips just sound worse than
They
French
do.
fries?
Well,
Or
I mean,
freedom fries.
Freedom fry. There we go.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I'm about to say, Americans praising the linguistics of calling something French? That doesn't sound very American.
Freedom fries. Yeah, that was a stain on America's honor. All right. Ori getting some Raga Barrage damage here bottom. He'll be okay. We haven't really talked about the bottom lane. Seems like a pretty even lane so far.
Another trial.
That mid lane has just evolved into heroes farming on opposite sides of the map.
Yeah, 33 is actually going for his own jungle as opposed to Naga's jungle.
Playing it more conservatively for now.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those. I think he's one of those players that I feel like whatever he does in this here is
That's
probably
the right way to
way.
do it. Yeah.
There's probably other people who like are really good on Brood, but they're more like followers of what the
Yes,
meta is on the
exactly.
Brood. Whereas 33, he said
He
the meta.
is the meta.
Yeah.
Lift up here on Nico, baby. They're going to try to dive this Drow Ranger. Can they get that silence off? Curse of Avernus. No, it doesn't get the last proc. Now the chase back the other way. It's Fada working his way onto Yang, but he's also taking the right clicks. The Abaddon is just punishing them as he's now managed to hit level 3.
Oh, Soul Rip level 1 is just an insane spot.
Yeah, I was about to be like, is Undying like good? Because it seems like he's just good now.
Soul Rip is good for sure.
Okay.
It's I think it's more like Tombstone's been nerfed a bit too much and gives way too much gold.
Yeah.
I love the advanced vocabulary that, you know,
I mean, it's good, but is it
the
good
2019
good?
casting meta has.
Yeah.
Big dive here up top. Heavy commitment trying to bring down Nico Baby behind the tower. It looks like they should be successful. Oh, juking through the trees. Back to the tower he goes. Creep wave is dying.
Fada gets
Vici
the
Gaming
block.
are pretty
Oh, the
committed to
creeps.
this. They get the silence. They get the kill. They're going to turn back for Fada. They want to make it a twofer, but Yang keeps on going with the shield. One more hit. He's got the Curse of Avernus on Fada, and he's got the double kill for the team.
This dual lane is just pretty insane. I right-click people, you slow them with the curse, and you've always got that pullback. And you
Secures
can't
them a
trade hits,
double
yeah.
bounty rune there up top.
I'm surprised that Phoenix didn't TP, though. I mean, it was bounty rune time, so it's possible. It didn't look like they got into a fight bot, but I feel like a Phoenix rotation, you do a lot of damage as a Phoenix.
Yeah. It's such a, I think it's a higher risk TP because it's not like you have a guaranteed kill out of it. You don't feel like when you're like the hero with a stun or something,
Yeah, I
you're
guess
like,
that's
okay,
true.
ITP, we get a kill. Phoenix, it's like, ITP, we probably get a kill, they're under my tower, but...
And it would mean that you leave a gyro alone right when it becomes
Yeah.
nighttime as well, so it's
It's
possible.
a gyro, it's not like your typical offlaner
Yeah,
that,
like a shaker or something.
shaker, centaur, whatever.
PYW already has Arcane Boots, and Abaddon has Phase. This lane is going to be real rough for Alliance now.
Yikes, yeah, it's bad news. This is a really tough Drow game. Nico Baby's hoping to hit 6 as fast as possible, and then we'll be looking to probably head into the jungle, would be my guess.
Yeah, let 33 start opening up the map, start rushing down towers.
So, like, can Brood be the X factor? It seems like that's what the game is going to hinge on.
Yeah.
Brood is a very different hero these days. I
Top
feel
lane,
like
big dive. They are going to force the Phoenix TP. He cancels it.
yeah. Oh, now they may look to redive. They're about to hit level 5 too. That's a big power spike.
They're committing on
Vici
the
Gaming.
bottom lane in the same moment. Limp going in. He tanks the Void. He sticks up. Can he keep on fighting his way through the Rubik rotation by PYW? Gets one. They've already used the Icarus dive. Handskin, lift, and Ori. No, he's going to survive for now. Oh, yeah, it's a
doesn't
fall.
get the experience, though.
A bit unfortunate.
He ran back in and got right-clicked, or he would have lived.
Nice rotation. Rubik level 5 already.
Jeez. Having a hell of a game.
He's out-leveling Yang, who just clipped 5 himself. So yeah, what's the game plan with the Brood?
I think it's more of this like actual standard carry nowadays. It's not like this super cheesy push hero that just like split pushes waves and stuff. You're actually just trying to play more like a get my ags, get my carry items like Diffusal, BKB, and scale into the late game, because Brood does have a lot of really good talents.
Yeah, I think it's similar to what a lot of people were seeing from Ember Spirit Aghanim Scepter whenever that was super hot and they were rushing it. You're just like flying around the map constantly, cutting off waves, drawing the enemy team whenever they think that they have a push going, then all of a sudden their creep wave like is miles away. And you've got a Gyrocopter and a Drow Ranger who can do the real heavy lifting whenever they need to carry the game. You let the Broodmother just open things up in the meanwhile.
It's such a weird draft from Alliance. It is essentially a stunless draft, you know,
with
not
3
counting the
cores.
homie missile.
Yeah.
And a tri-core as well, yeah. Let's see if they can make something happen here. Top TP in from the Phoenix. Yang trying to run away. There's the swoop forward. And following up is Limp. They've brought the whole gang and they get 1 kill. Do they get more? Trying to flak his way into PYW, but PYW will be just fine.
Yeah, it's like, okay, if my Phoenix is rotating, I'm rotating too, because I cannot...
We're in this together, ride or die.
I'm not playing against a level 6 Night Stalker alone. And you can pull back, take some of his jungle. Only some, because there's also a Brood to share it with.
And a Drow to share it
Yeah,
with. It's starting to get a little crowded over here.
This is the kind of game where, you know, you may be seeing like a Gyro Rush BKB, because it's like you're not the only carry necessarily.
Someone can do it.
But Ags also just feels good regardless, I think, as well.
Well, the decision is who's going to be greedy this game. Either Drow's going to be greedy, Brood's going to be greedy, Gyro's going to be greedy. But not all of them, hopefully. Nico Baby's going for a 4-step, so it doesn't look like it's going to be Nico Baby. So chances are probably the Gyro.
He has done this build both other games we saw him play Drow. He rushed the Hurricane Pike.
PYW caught out here up top, gets the lift off. There's the swoop forward, though. Heavy commitment once again, trying to overwhelm Vici Gaming with raw numbers. They do get the kill. Yang's borrowed time gets forced out. They're not rotating the Night Stalker of Ori. He's just sitting bottom, farming away. Going to start building towards the Ags. And that'll be that.
Brood has an Ags, meanwhile, while Night Stalker hasn't even got a piece of his.
Damn.
Yeah, still the Naga even out farming that Brood. Very impressive performance so far.
Yeah, Naga, hero who can farm the lane and the jungle, much like the Brood. Both those heroes, very high level, very high farm. Brood with a couple level advantage.
Yeah, because Brood's actually there to get the kills on the creeps, whereas the illusions are doing it for Naga. Is now fight double tombstones. Soul rip.
Here comes the Psalm, though. Follow-up Gyrocopter. Call down, cooling down in 3 seconds. It might just be too little too late. They're going to lose the Drow Ranger. Fauna next to hit the deck. Quick double kill for Eurus. And Brood, meanwhile, just pushing in the bottom lane. Needs to start threatening this tower. And might be able to claim it as the prize. Do we see any TPs? Just a glyph for now.
I mean, even if he gets some rotations, it's still a win. He just
Looks like he's got to get the tower.
Get people out of Drow's hair.
Open up the Radiant jungle a little bit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, looks like Vici might want to push top.
The other new way we started seeing Broods getting played was with the Spiderling damage talents.
Yeah.
That kind of became the new meta for a while.
I don't know if you can do that against Blinding Light, though.
They're going to try to hold on to this tower, though. How much does Vici Gaming want to commit? Naga heading up that way. Looks like they're going to keep on getting Eurus involved early.
I mean, Song is down, and Hanskin's level 6 with Supernova, so...
There's the Gust. Now the Ignis, though, trying to force out that Supernova, perhaps. Big dive by Yang.
Gets clipped by it.
Just gets stunned on the swoop. Still they're committing. Still they're chasing the Nagas into this fight. They're going to have to drop the Supernova, but DY is right there, suiciding for the cause. He will get it. He will pay with a zombie punch. Nico Baby trying to run away, and Eurus will TP out Yang. Homie Missile latching onto him. Coming in, and that will be the death of the Abaddon, already committed the borrowed time.
Oh,
He will
33
fall, and now
is over
33
here.
cleaned up. All
Wait,
of a sudden,
how
3
did-
heroes.
Oh, I see a little trail of webs leading
Yeah.
all the way up to the top lane.
From bottom right corner of the map to the top left corner,
My man was skittering,
he
booking
has
it.
webs connected.
That's why you get the Aghanim Scepter.
Yep.
Diffusal Blade coming up next. They're going to be trying to grab Eurus here in the river. He does have Song. He's got to use it, though. So forcing out the defensive Song could enable some upcoming aggression. Going to feel more confident now.
Brood does have that diffusal queued up next. Does feel like, yeah, like you say, you don't want to play the Spider Link build when you're versing the AoE of
Yeah.
Coddle. Naga, I mean, sorry, Naga has all the AoE damage, as does the Night Stalker with Ags on the Void.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Yeah, how
that's
good is the
true.
Night Stalker Ags going to be this game?
You're just going to destroy Spiderlings with that.
Oh, Yang, this is not your home, my friend. Just going to start working on him. He's got the borrowed time. No TP scroll, though. He's in trouble, but they're rotating in reinforcements. Ori comes swooping in. First rotation of the game from the Night Stalker, but he's silenced and controlled for now. They'll bring down 33. Huge takedown on the Brood Mama. Now looking for Handskin into the trees. Quickly dealt with. They'll clip his wings, bring him down. Get the tombstone as well. Vici Gaming now, eyes on the Tier 1 top.
This is where I think you have to start questioning what Alliance's draft is going to do. We've got this, 3 kind of carry greedy lineup. They have no real space creator. 33's trying to be that with his Brood rotating around, but Vici Gaming have some of the answers with the lockdown and control.
Until I see all 3 Alliance cores in the same lane, I'm still okay with it. Because that whole time, Limp was farming his Gyro. Earlier in the fights, we've been seeing Limp and the Drow in the same lane, while 33 was farming elsewhere. And then I wouldn't be surprised if in a little bit we'll see the Gyro and Broodmother play together while they let the Drow Ranger farm.
It's still a question of, what are they building towards? Brood dies there to create some space for those heroes to farm, and it's for Gyro to complete a kind of late drums. For Drow to complete a kind of late 4-staff. It's
true.
These heroes are playing catch-up.
Yeah, now all 3 of their cores are farming the jungle.
Just feels like that's going to be an ongoing trend where Alliance try to farm all 3 lanes in both jungles and play greedy and split apart. Like you say, they want to play with their 3 cores in different places, but Vici Gaming are going to just start punishing that.
And for the most part, if you just have a TP scroll as these Vici Gaming carries, you shouldn't be dying in the mid game, right? You can just split push with Naga, and you have Song for her. The Night Stalker can maybe run away, or it can just TP out. Unless the homie missile is used just right. Hold that thought. Fauna caught out here by the Ignis. Going to be dropped down, and now nice little flat cannon grab from BYW, but Fauna fights forward, charging into DY. They didn't bring quite enough firepower to this fight, but the Naga is coming towards it. Quickly moving through the river. Eurus is about to get involved. They do not have 2 of their key heroes. They're going to get punished for this. Diving the Shrine. Alliance have overextended. Oh. They get the Phoenix, taps the Shrine. Limp then just keeps on running, and the Song is there to catch him. No sign of a rotation. 33 is taking a Tier 2 mid. Nico Baby's pushing him bottom. And Gyro is getting melted down and smelted out. He is also picked off a 3 for Zilch.
It was one of those kind of okay for Alliance until they chased. Because Fata got gone on there with the Coddle ultimate and then was A-okay.
Yeah, he was given a second lease on life with that Sunray.
But then they went chasing.
All right, let's do it.
And you can't afford to chase against this Vici team because they want to fight, whereas Alliance are always playing this
they
split into 3 lanes. So if you don't kill them instantly, just don't take that fight.
It's maybe they thought that they could intimidate them because it was a 15-minute bounty run, so it's possible.
Here comes the reinforcements, though. The Spiderling arming.
Do literally no damage.
On the DUI. And
they just TP out.
See you later.
Yep. Coddle and Abaddon just TP out right in front of the Alliance cores. Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, they're going to need something to cancel TPs.
What are their options?
Atos, Basher.
Yeah, Brood with a Basher or something like that.
Nullifier, maybe.
Yeah. Get a 4-staff to 4-staff the homing missile.
The triple 4-staff strat.
That would be legit if it took away the arming time of the homing missile. You could immediately get it in
It's like
motion.
a kickstart.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a good buff.
instead of just pushing it into vision where they then know to back.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I could legit see Gyro Pike becoming a build if that was a buff.
It should automatically push it in the direction towards where it's targeting rather than the way it's facing.
Yeah,
as well.
that's the other dumb
Vici
thing.
Gaming, they've got the Night Stalker Ags, and they are on the prowl here at nighttime. They'd love to grab this tier 2, aggressively swinging through the dire jungle, hunting for their prey, and Alliance are about to get caught out, it seems. Here comes the Night Stalker ult, now the Silence, locking down the Broodmother with the Ignis. They can't afford to be losing this mid-Brood, and yet they will. 33 dead. Tower dead, no return fire. And now Nico Baby just trying to push himself back, but here comes the song. Here comes the setup. They can keep the Phoenix off of them with the Void. Ori ready to go with that Silence in just a couple of seconds, and Nico Baby gets shredded again.
They're just all online. They got the Vlads on the Abaddon, the Ags on Night Stalker, and Naga Diffusal Manta. They may just high ground here even.
We wanted to, see Alliance pull something crafty out with the draft, but it just feels like a whiff.
Their draft.
Vici Gaming, on the other hand, very solid, stable lineup.
It looks
rolling right through the Alliance back lines.
I don't think this last pick Brood makes sense against this, what we're seeing on that Vici Gaming side.
Was there something else that would have worked better?
Yeah. An offlaner.
Like,
or make Phoenix offlane, as now Fada does not get spotted.
In trouble though. Eurus is just this unkillable Naga.
They're going to commit a lot for this. Can they punish the Naga? No song. Eurus overextending. That is a big kill. Yeah, most farmed hero in the game.
What was he doing there?
He's killing Gyro, but very quickly had 3 people TP in on him.
Yeah, he just gave up a massive streak.
That was not what he wanted to do there. I mean, they needed a stun. They needed someone just to play a standard offlane role. Centaur was banned last, but Shaker, even Legion.
I think there's still hope.
If that's a Legion, do you like their chances this game? Centaur is banned, as you mentioned.
Yeah, not convinced it would have.
I still feel like Vici's draft is way better at fighting in the mid game.
Playing Dota without stuns is just so damn hard.
Especially when Vici also have resets, you know.
I really don't like the Phoenix pick probably just as much as that more than anything.
To me, it's like before that last pick, I feel like they kind of put themselves in an awkward position come mid game.
Yeah.
Smoke up. They're going to find Nico, baby. Drow Ranger lifted into a Void, into a Zap, and dead before he even hits the ground.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot done during this nighttime. And they're looking for more down bottom. Oh, sleep catches him.
Oh no, it was just for the Phoenix, I think.
And now they'll see him with
big
the nighttime.
Double grab. They don't have the crippling fear for the moment, but they'll settle for 33. Finished off, and now Hanskin swooping away, trying to retreat out, but can he make it? Or he's onto him.
See him.
Flies right over to the top. Void, Silence, another kill, and it's just feeling hopeless for Alliance.
4 bounty runes too. We'll be daytime now, but it's like, okay, it's daytime. What do we do? Oh, we keep farming. Like, I think that's probably what they're saying here is...
I mean, is there a point where the items even allow them to take fights?
Theoretically, it's just BKBs. But even the issue is you have these like double, triple BKB, and what do Vici Gaming do when you BKB? They just disengage, and you can't force them to fight when you don't have stuns. A hero like Brood doesn't feel good when you have no stuns on your team because you go in with your BKB diffusal and people just run away. They glimmer cape, they force staff.
I don't even know if they're getting a kill, even if there is no song disengage. You got a pipe on a Batten, borrowed time, Vlad's.
Yeah.
Night Stalker's got 2,600 health. Naga's on her way to a heart. Like, who are you even killing?
You literally just walk away. It's not even, like you say, it doesn't even require sleep. When you're playing against no stuns, the only way they kind of kill people is like these frost arrows with 64% slow, but...
Yeah, I mean, they've got slow, but they do not have stun.
But he just doesn't have the items, you know. No, casual Blade of Alacrity, now thinking, I need a BKB.
Yeah, didn't even finish, Yasha with that, I guess it was what he was thinking.
I feel like we're writing Alliance's obituary in Game 2 for, just not sure how they squirrel their way out of this one.
What is it, Neil? You were saying it's not over yet.
Yeah,
What?
I think if 33, like, I don't like how 33 is playing. I mean, he's the Broodmother Authority. I will not claim to know any better than him. But I think that the idea is that you kind of give up Broodmother's game, and you make sure that Gyro and Drow get as much as possible while Vici Gaming are just chasing this Brood around constantly. Because someone has to go on Brood duty. Ideally, it's the Coddle. That's like the lowest investment from Vici Gaming, but you want at least one other hero to have to deal with Broodmother constantly. Whereas every single time Broodmother is getting caught, they're getting like a +1 every time. It was the Phoenix, or now the Gyro's playing with the Broodmother.
Eurus with the heart. 3,200 HP, 33 armor on the Naga. A lot of problems for Alliance. And adding Aegis to that list. No sign of a contest. No trade. They're hemmed into their side of the map. Still working on BKBs. Drow now going back to Ags. But perhaps Vici coming down mid to put them out of their misery. This death ball is so robust.
This Drow is going to struggle to stand your ground and right-click in these fights.
Oh, they're going to get 33 again here, potentially. Night Stalker. Hunter in the night, or Dark Ascension rather, and is going to engage. 33,
Bye-bye.
TP out, not happening with the Ignis. Void to slow him down, push him back, keep on sucking him in, and keep on working him. They will slowly but surely finish him off. He just doesn't have a game.
No.
There's so much catch.
Yep.
And there's so much clear for his spiders as well.
And now they're full court press. Eurus just holding down mid, the rest of the team shoving in bottom.
Sending even illusions top, so all 3 lanes being pushed in.
This is when Naga is flexing on you.
I don't even need to send my hero to push that lane.
But I could. But I won't.
By a gem on Coddle, I think Vici Gaming understand they have all 3 lanes constantly pushed out. They just deward the map, control everything. There's not a whole lot that can be done by Alliance. Even if they don't end this game super fast, they will be able to just increase this gold lead further and further. It feels kind of helpless for Alliance. Like, there's just no plays to be made.
Just put them out of their misery already. Let's go, Vici Gaming. Give us that game 3. Alliance aren't ready to give up, though.
That's this game in a nutshell for Alliance. They drop a cooldown and Vici Gaming just waddle their way out of it. Oh, good. You want to call down and we'll just walk away.
Wait, does the spill stun? Oh, it doesn't? Oh, well then I'll see you guys later.
Yep. Beware the homing missile, though. The one stun.
Yeah, where's the Brood Dominator? There could be your other stun.
Right.
Eurus now sitting at 18,000 net worth. The closest on the Alliance side is this Broodmother at 11,000. It just doesn't feel... She's fighting way above her weight class.
Hanskins is trying to pull waves away, grab some runes, and he's going to die in the top river. Oh, TP out.
Nope, that's the power of Aether Lens on Rubik.
Got 1 rune, though.
And having stuns.
Ah, yes, stuns.
Stuns.
Those magical things.
Alright, Nico Baby Aghanim Scepter. How much natural armor does Naga have, and how much of it is bonus? Oh, it's all natural armor. Well then, maybe she's more susceptible than we think.
Still has 3,200 health, though.
And can Nico Baby stand and right-click in the fight? Really?
You just gotta get some 6 splinters.
Yeah.
6 splinters.
Like trick shots or
yeah,
something.
I want to see like wanted. You curve the arrow.
Alright, all I'm seeing is Naga just shattering these
look at the
Alliance heroes.
splinters. Look at the 6 splinters.
Here's the call down for all the good it'll do. Everyone at full HP. Now the Psalm setup. Put them out of their misery, Vici Gaming, please.
That's a dead Drow.
They are chasing Limp back to the fountain. Ori just hammering away at him. He's might kill off the one
he's so
position
slow.
here. No, Limp's barely gonna survive. Now pushing Hansky back. He swoops his way in. The fountain is safe. Sacred ground. Surely none can perish here. And there's the GG.
They saw what Alliance did to them last game, diving behind tier 4s, diving their base.
How about a taste of your own medicine?
Yeah.
Boy, that one just felt like the draft.
That was
I think
Very
it was the
questionable
Naga.
draft.
I think the last two picks for both teams. The Broodmother kind of sealed Alliance's fate, and the Naga was the perfect response.
So you were okay with it past the Phoenix. It was just the Brood.
I was okay with the Phoenix as a response to Night Stalker. I think that still has potential, especially because Vici Gaming, Alliance picked that Night Stalker in Game 1, and I imagine that ideally they were theory crafting earlier, be like, okay, what if we don't get the Night Stalker? What should we pick instead? I'm sure Phoenix was brought up as a response. They didn't have any attack speed heroes, so they're like, all right, let's go for it.
I like that, but not with the Undying. You know, like then you have a support duo that just is very awkward in the mid game.
That's true.
Support duo that's awkward and a Tricore that's awkward. They're all carries that need farm.
Everything was awkward. This was like a
Yeah.
teenage school dance.
I
No
definitely
stuns.
agree. Naga was a really good answer to the Brood and rounded off their draft perfectly. Like that hero was like, all right, kind of game over. But
Yeah.
even without that, I feel like there's a lot of other heroes that Vici Gaming could have put in there that wouldn't have been the perfect pick, and the game would have still
True.
been very easy because I just don't see what Alliance's draft was meant to do.
But the good news is it didn't drag out too long for them. Hopefully don't get too tilted. Game 3 could be their shot at redemption. I imagine we're going to see a more conventional, well-rounded draft.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back to your more standard stuff.
All right, guys. Well, stick around. More MDL Chengdu action after this. Don't forget, there is more Dota, I believe, happening at twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit 2
Probably.
at some point, if not now.
I think not until this game ends.
Okay.
Game 3 ends.
So you're just stuck with us. Sorry. Or go play a pub or, some artifact or something in the meantime.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon, guys.